In the casino business, a shill is someone who sits at a blackjack table and plays a certain way to influence how other players assess their own moves. David is learning how to do that.
Hey, there you go, Lucky. Doing pretty good. You sure playing this one for real?
No, not really. I think it's a tough game to beat.
Believe it. Listen, what's a guy like you doing working for Pressel's as a shill? Seems like you could get something better.
Oh, just to break some hustler, I guess.
Ooh, some hustler. You look more like a lawyer, doctor.
And you look like you should be doing sexy parts in movies, which is Simone Griffith's claim to fame. My favorite, she was David Carradine's navigator in Death Race 2000. Today she teaches acting and sells real estate. She'll sell you a house and then teach you how to behave in it. Is that right?
How'd I do?
Pretty good for somebody who's only been at it for a week. But you don't want to hit those stiffs.
Stiffs?
Hands that can bust you, put you over 21. See, when the customers see somebody bust in front of them, they get nervous. They sit on their own bad hands instead of taking a hit. Always let the customers do the busting.
Good advice. Whenever I see someone playing blackjack in these shows, I cringe because I know what I'm going to see. And every time someone hits 14 or 16, I want to yell at them. The professionals don't hit 12. Unless it's 11 or less, they'll always stand. As Kathy said, that also affects the people after you because it may be technically illegal, but everybody counts cards. Whether you take a card or not will help the next person in line decide whether they're going to or not. In blackjack, officially everybody plays against the house. But there's an intricate dance going on among the players, too. That's part of what shills are for. They help direct the dance. Cut to the airport.
ATW Flight 309, commuter service to Los Angeles and San Francisco is now boarding at Gate 4.
I don't see it, do you? We gotta find her. Hey, isn't that her in the line? Where? Right over there. Oh, I guess not.
Passenger John Masters. John Masters, please come to rent-a-car desk.
No, we don't know what that's all about yet.
Wanda? What are you doing back here?
They were there, Ed, at the airport. The big one, Charlie, and the other one.
What about the package? Did they get the package?
I put it in a locker. It was the only thing I could
Did
think
they
up to
see
do.
you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
And we still don't know.
Oh, Ed, they're not going to leave us alone.
I gotta figure something out. We are so close.
Close to what? To being murdered? Ed, the story is not worth it.
Wanda, damn it. Yes, it is. Once that evidence is out, they are finished. Right down the line, from the fat cat politicians through to Tom Edler and his big shot bosses from the East.
Okay, nobody else is going to tell us, so I will. Ed Campion is a reporter, and he's sitting on a ton of evidence that the casino David is working at is a treasure trove of illegal activity. So Tom Edler, the head of the casino, sent his goons to try and discourage Ed from publishing it. Ed is determined, but he needs to get the stuff he has, that envelope Wanda was carrying, to somebody. I just realized we don't know where Wanda was going or whom she was supposed to see when she got there. Anyway, a sensible person would say nuts to the story and mail everything to the police. But as I said, he's a reporter, not a sensible person. He figures if they can't get out, someone else can get in.
If I leave the house, then you'll be free. You can go and you can meet him, you can give him the locker key, and then he can take the package back to L.A.
Hello.
Jack!
Yes, it's the Jack you think it is. A strange noise on the line tells them that they have to talk in code because the line is tapped. He arranges for Jack to stay at the Sahara, where Wanda can meet him and give him the key.
Yeah, Ed Campion.
Ed, how are you?
Fine.
How's Wanda?
Yeah, she's fine too. Jack, I got a big problem here.
What is it? The Edler piece? How's it coming?
Jack, it's finished. It's okay. I've got the story and I've got the evidence to support it, but I just can't get the stuff to you as we planned.
Well, what's the matter? Can't you grab a flight out?
Jack, they're not going to let us out. That's why I need you. You've got to run this stuff back to L.A. for me.
Jack will hop a plane and be there later today. Just what David needs.
Hello.
My kingdom for a phone that only rings once.
My name is Lee. I work for Mr. Edler.
It is not. Your name is Dan, and you're trapped in the land of the giants.
What do you want?
He'd like to see you this afternoon.
Why?
Just friendly talk. He suggested that perhaps a mutually agreeable arrangement might be possible.
Ed can't resist. They arranged dinner at a nice public place. Wanda says, "You're crazy."
You're going there now?
They won't try anything in a restaurant. Look, if I pretend to go along with their offer, then you're going to be free. You can go and you can meet Jack and you can give him the locker key. Besides, their bribe is going to make one hell of a tag for my story.
Maybe they won't do anything at the restaurant, but you have to get there and get back, too. All he can see is the story. I understand why he and Jack are friends.
Campion, what do you really want? Want to be a hero? Want a bunch of publicity? Why don't you write a book, sell it to the movies? You know, you really don't have to work that hard to make a buck. I really think we could work something out.
What do you have in mind?
John Crawford was a well-known character actor who wound up with over 200 credits to his name. Irwin Allen liked him a lot. He's one of 7 people who appeared in all 4 of Irwin's TV series, and he had the added bonus of being in 2 of Irwin's movies, The Poseidon Adventure and The Towering Inferno. He often played characters like Edler. He certainly had to look for it. He offers Ed $250,000 to make certain adjustments to the story. Ed says, "That's tempting. Can I sleep on it?"
Charlie get the car?
Yeah, it's a junker. Stolen plates. It's untraceable. He's not going for it, huh?
Not a chance.
As I said, the restaurant is a safe place, but he still has to get there and get back. He accomplished one of those. He couldn't have had a better bystander. David keeps him alive until the paramedics arrive.
Pocket.
A recorder?
Recorder, please. Get it. Somebody else. Take it. To a man. Take it for me, please.
No, I don't know. It might make him feel better if you rode in with him. It's okay. But I...
Come with me.
All right, I will.
In the ambulance, he starts to crash, and David basically directs the paramedic giving treatment. Ed gives him a slip of paper and says, "Get the recorder to this guy and tell him Wanda has the key." Lee saw that Ed gave him something, but he couldn't see what it was. Still, the fact that he did, plus the fact that he's still alive, is enough to alarm him. Ed is hanging on in the ICU. David can finally take a breath and see who's supposed to get this recorder.
Get the recorder to Jack. Put it in his hand.
Of course, the one person in the land that he can't hand it to. But David is nothing if not resourceful.
Yes, sir. He's in room 619. Shall I ring him for you?
No. I have something that I have to give him. May I have an envelope, please?
Of course.
Would you please see that he gets this? It's very important.
No problem.
All right. Could you tell me, please, who the house phones are?
To your left and around the corner, sir.
He calls up to Jack's room. He tells him about Ed's accident and says, "He gave me a tape recorder and told me to get it to you. It's at the desk waiting for you." Jack is sort of, yeah, I know that voice. Who are you?
Well, why don't you just bring it up? I'd like to talk to you.
No, I really don't have the time. Oh, yeah, but there was one other thing. He wanted me to tell you that Wanda has the key.
What key?
I have no idea.
Listen, your voice really sounds familiar. You sure I don't know you?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I suppose it's possible.
Get off the phone, David.
Can you excuse me for just 1 second? There's somebody at the door. I think it's room service. Now, just hang on. There's one more important question that I'd like to ask you about Campion. Just be a second.
Mr. McGee.
Good, that's right. Put it right over there.
Hello.
Fine.
Hang up the phone, David.
Fine. Just take it over right next to the bed.
Mr. McGee, are you there? Hello.
You can almost see the light bulb over his head when it dawns on him and he sees that the elevator just reached this floor.
Excuse me, I'm Jack McGee. There was a guy here a second ago, left something for me.
Yes, sir. It's right here.
What do he look like?
Dark hair, average looking.
Don't have much of an eye for detail, do you?
Sir?
Never mind.
Maybe you could hire a sketch artist, Jack. David is back at work trading smiles with Kathy.
I don't care. Find the guy who was in the ambulance and find out what Campion gave him.
Yeah, I'm working on that. But you know, I got a good look at him when he was with Campion in the parking lot.
Yeah?
I know I've seen him before, but I can't remember where.
Why don't you check our mug shots? We might have him on file.
I've already done that. I know I've seen him before.
What?
The mystery man. He's sitting right over there.
Where?
Kathy's table. The one in the denim jacket. I think he's a shill.
You mean he's working for us?
Jack is caught up with Wanda at the hospital. When she got the call about Ed, she was so distraught she left the key on Ed's desk at home. They don't know that Charlie just took the place apart and reported that he didn't find anything. But we do because we see him do it.
The man gave me a tape recorder. I don't know what it was or what was on it. He told me to give it to a man.
Did you?
Yes.
The man's name?
Jack something, I don't know.
You delivered a tape recorder to a man and you don't remember his name?
I don't remember.
We've all done that. Remember someone's name just long enough to do the thing and then it's gone. I'm sure Edler has done it too, but he doesn't think David has done it lately.
What's this? Jack McGee, Sahara Hotel.
McGee. Where do I know that from?
He's a reporter from the National Register.
Another damn reporter. What's that?
Locker 14.
You think that's at the hotel?
It could be.
But Lee doubts it. He remembers seeing Wanda at the airport, so he reasons that it's probably an airport locker.
Okay. Get a couple guys to check the hotel lockers. You and Charlie get out to the airport. I'll take care of the girl.
What about him?
I'll handle it. Just find that locker before somebody else does.
Right.
Right now, he's calling for the biggest bouncer in the place to come loosen David's tongue.
What? We're covered on that, aren't we? I thought you took care of that last one. Hey!
You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
No, he doesn't. That's why he's trying to get away. Let's go over this again. Down goes David. And up comes the Hulk. As usual, he just wants to get away from everybody, but it's too bad he doesn't have GPS.
Who is he?
Nope, not that way.
Look out! What's that?
definitely not that way. You know, you could have gone up the one that wasn't occupied, but that finally gets him outside where he finds a quiet alley and sits down. Meanwhile, all the police in the city are searching for him. We know they aren't going to find him.
Sit right there. Just hold. What are you doing here?
I don't know.
First and foremost, he's sitting down, not bothering anybody. They hassle him a little and let him go. He's definitely not a 7-foot-tall green monster. He finds a mechanic doing some late-night work, buys some clothes from him, and starts back. Jack and Wanda have found the key. It's a good thing Charlie didn't know he was looking for one.
I think you better go pack a bag.
Why?
We're gonna go over and get Ed's story. Then I think you and I should grab the first flight to anywhere out of town.
We're seeing a very different side of Jack. Also, he's right. The best place for them and the material is anywhere but Vegas. Ed even begged David not to go to the police because this thing goes so high up they might have been infiltrated. But ultimately, she won't leave Ed. Jack heads for the airport alone. Lee and Charlie are already there, staked out at locker number 14.
Campion residence.
Hello, is Jack McGee there?
Who is this?
This is a friend of his. I got this number from the hotel. Is he there? It's very important.
No.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Who are you?
Look, I'm the man who was riding in the ambulance with Mr. Campion. Is this Wanda?
She's not sure whether to believe him or not until he tells her something that Ed said in the ambulance, something nobody else could possibly know. She says McGee is on his way to the airport. Without hesitation, so is David. He's risking everything to save his worst nemesis. Not only is David Banner not a killer, he's not a passive bystander who lets someone be killed either. It'd be nice if he could explain to Jack that the Hulk is the same way, but the Hulk can't talk.
Call airport security and have him page. Maybe I can beat him there in a cab.
Airport security, please.
Should have locked your front door, Wanda.
So we have David in a cab, Jack and Wanda's car converging on the airport in locker 14 where Charlie and Lee already are. Jack gets there first. David is a close second. It's hard to tell if David is following Jack or just racing toward the lockers. Editing is a little choppy. He doesn't know that Lee is following him. Charlie is playing a slot machine near the locker.
Passenger John Freeman. Passenger John Freeman. Let's pick up the white car signal located in the main terminal.
Don't move and don't talk, okay? Now give me the envelope. Put the bag away.
His gun is still in the holster and David is behind him, so David, he doesn't have a last name this episode, to the rescue.
There are going to be an awful lot of people hurt if I have to start firing this thing. Now we're going to be very quiet. Follow them out.
Or not. They take him to a car. Jack is already inside. This should make for an interesting meeting.
All right, inside with your friend.
Come on, move it.
Did you see any of the stuff?
Yeah, Campion had us cold.
What happened to McGee?
He tried to make a run for it. Had to lay one on him.
So he's unconscious.
Isn't that convenient?
Why, yes. Yes, it is. They drive to a landfill. There's a bunch of stuff with a loader moving dirt around, and it's so dark you can't see what's happening, and it doesn't matter anyway because it's filler. He's dug a nice hole.
Well, David, are you going to jump yourself, or am I going to have to push you in?
That was a look that said you have no idea what you're about to unleash. He throws Jack in with David, and Charlie gets to work with the loader. He likes running this thing. When he's been a good boy, Edler lets him go out to the landfill and dig holes and fill them up again. This is the first time anybody's put anything in the hole. Who knew his favorite toy could be useful for something?
Here's Edler and the girl. Where are they? In the pit.
Wanda has no doubt that she's supposed to join them down there. A pair of huge green hands poke through the dirt, followed by something they wish they hadn't seen. Jack wakes up to either his greatest dream or his most dreaded nightmare.
No. No. Stay away from me.
Stay away.
He's getting you out of their ding-dong head. Just go with it.
What is it?
It's that green thing from the casino. Get it!
No way.
Now that Jack is relatively safe, he'll take his revenge. He likes to take his greatest revenge on the inanimate objects, so first the loader. Fine, first the guy pulling the gun, then the loader. That loader ain't gonna load anything until they get a new bucket. He stands it on end and then turns his attention to Edler. But he won't get there.
Jack! Oh, Jack. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
What's happening? Who is he?
I think finally I'm going to find out.
This is something we've been quietly and gradually introducing over the past few episodes. The Hulk has limited stamina. Right now he's running on empty and he looks dazed. As we heard, Jack has already figured out that he doesn't always look like this, so somebody else must change into him and change out of him.
You're not going to get near him, are you?
I think it's okay. Come on.
Jack, I'm scared.
I think it's going to be all right.
Where did you come from? Can you understand me?
Maybe a better opening question would be, are you all right? But I'm not sure Jack knows how to put those words in that order.
How did you get here?
What's wrong with him?
He looks tired, worn out.
He just stood a full-sized earth-moving machine on its tail. Wouldn't you be?
Where did he come from?
I think I know.
Dr. David Banner. Does that name mean anything to you? Banner. Do you understand me? What's happening to your face?
He's about to answer your question. That's what's happening to his face. But in the excitement of meeting the Hulk and discovering he's not such a bad guy, they forgot something.
Something's changing.
They forgot there's still a gangster out there. Granted, he's unconscious now, but Edler ruined Jack's chance to find out who the Hulk is. The transformation stops, and the Hulk runs away into the night.
I was that close. I touched it.
David has an appropriately heartbreaking goodbye with Kathy, and off he goes. Jack won't give up his pursuit, of course, but he's figured out that there's more to the creature than he thought. Asking about David Banner hints that he's figured out a lot more than that. Edler's Casino is under new management thanks to Ed's story. How's he doing? He got well enough to write the story, that's all we know. Someone suggested they appoint Kathy to run the casino, but the majority voted that down. They all agreed they liked her way too much to do that to her. Is enough to alarm, but it's a